Have you ever heard a story that makes you stop in your tracks, a story that makes you think about what it really means to fight for the people you love? This is one of those stories. It's about a single dad who had every reason to give up, yet he refused to let life defeat him. And what happened next, because a one woman's kindness, will remind you that there are still good people in this world. Mark was a 32-year-old single father, raising his little girl, Lily, all by himself. Life had not been gentle with him. His wife had left when Lily was still a baby, walking away and leaving behind nothing but a diaper bag, a stack of unpaid bills, and a father's promise, "I will never let my daughter down." But keeping that promise was harder than he ever imagined. Mark worked whatever jobs he could find, landscaping, hauling heavy boxes, cleaning parking lots in the middle of the night. Every dollar he made went straight to rent, groceries, and Lily's school needs. And still, many nights he went to bed hungry so his daughter didn't have to. One afternoon, after months of rejection, Mark got an email that made his heart race. It was from a respected company downtown. They wanted him to come in for a job interview. This wasn't just any job. It came with steady pay, health benefits, and the kind of stability he had dreamed of. For the first time in a long while, he felt hope rising in his chest. But then reality hit. The interview was scheduled for 9 o'clock the next morning. The office was 10 miles away. Mark didn't own a car. He didn't even have enough money for the bus. He sat there staring at the email, torn between excitement and despair. Then he looked at Lily, sitting at the kitchen table coloring with her crayons, her little legs swinging beneath the chair. And he whispered to himself, "I can't let her down. I'll find a way." That night, Mark laid out his cleanest shirt. It was old, a little faded, but freshly ironed. He polished his worn-out shoes until they almost shined. He tucked Lily into bed, kissed her forehead, and set his alarm for 4 in the morning. At dawn, while the city was still quiet, Mark began his 10-mile walk to the interview. The road was long. His feet ached. The summer heat was already pressing down on him. At one point, he almost turned back. But every time he thought about quitting, he pictured Lily's smile. That image pushed him forward, step after step. By the time he finally reached the tall glass building downtown, his shirt was damp with sweat, but his spirit was steady. He had made it. Inside the office, he tried to catch his breath as he sat across from the CEO, a sharp but kind-looking woman named Rachel. She noticed his shoes, the beads of sweat on his forehead, and the tired determination in his eyes. Something told her this man had fought hard just to be here. So she leaned in and asked gently, "Did you have trouble getting here this morning?" For a moment, Mark hesitated. But then, with quiet honesty, he explained that he had walked 10 miles to make it on time. The room went silent. Rachel blinked, taken aback. She had interviewed hundreds of candidates, but never one who showed up after walking 10 miles just for the chance to prove himself. Rachel smiled softly and said, "You've already shown me the kind of dedication I'm looking for. The job is yours." Mark's eyes filled with tears. He tried to speak but couldn't find the words. Rachel reached into her desk, pulled out a small envelope, and slid it across the table. "This is a bus pass for the month," she said, "until you can save up for a car. No father who fights this hard for his child should have to worry about how to get to work." That night, Mark walked home, but this time, his steps were light. He picked Lily up in his arms and told her, "Daddy got the job." She squealed with joy and hugged him tight, not knowing just how much her father had gone through to keep his promise. And so, a single dad's 10-mile walk turned into a journey of hope, resilience, and kindness. Mark found stability. Lily grew up watching her father's determination, learning that love means sacrifice. And Rachel proved that leadership isn't just about running a company, it's about recognizing the humanity in people and giving them a chance. So the next time life feels impossible, remember Mark's story. Remember the miles he walked. Remember the compassion that changed everything. Because sometimes, the smallest act of kindness can create a ripple that lasts a lifetime.